Thank you, everyone. The Pasuk tells us, Eile Toldot Yitzchak ben Avraham. Avraham holding that Yitzchak.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
What happened?
The son knew the Pasuk Bapeh.
Alhamdulillah.
Is that worth
Where are you going?
It's worth
You can't tell, you tell these people you not today.
My mom.
Tell your mom you buy a shiwi when you smack your father, tell
I'll tell
her.
you right after. It's really.
I know about the stone.
No, it's not that.
Forget it.
Wow.
Can I get one? Shot.
You ready? So the question is like this. Rashi is bothered. What's this Avraham? What's the pshat Avraham hovid et Yitzchak? We already know. It says Yitzchak ben Avraham. So if Yitzchak is the son of Avraham, so then who's the father? So why did Zohar have to repeat Avraham hovid et Yitzchak? So Rashi tells us that the reason why he had to be repeated because there were those that made a big joke. What was the joke? And it was Ritzanei Hador. It wasn't a joke in one place. It went around. The joke went around. What was the joke? Me'avimelech nitabra Sarah. That Yitzchak is really not, his father's not Abraham. You know who his father is? Avimelech. Why? Where does he come to Avimelech? Because he's been married to her so many years and nothing has happened. And one night, she's by Avimelech, and then she comes back and she gets pregnant. So clearly an indication of Avimelech. So what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do because of that? Made him look like Abraham, and everyone could see that it's Yitzchak ben Abraham. So my question is, why should Abraham go through such agmat nefesh? Could you imagine? Take a story. Person has a child here, and he gets mazel tov, and then he hears that people are talking. That's not his child. His wife went away one time on a vacation. Not his child. Can you imagine how a person would feel? He gets a child, and everyone's no, it can't be his child. After all, he has black hair, the kid has reddish hair. It's not his child. She must have gone fooled around with someone in Las Vegas and in Aruba. No. How would you feel? And then after the Eibishter does you a favor, you cry to Rabbi Yaakov Hillel. And Rabbi Yaakov Hillel goes ahead, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden the baby his hair starts changing from red to black.
What?
From what?
You went to Rabbi Yaakov Hillel, I'm telling you a story. What?
Oh, it's a true story.
No, I'm making it up on the spot.
Okay, so who
You don't know who Yaakov Hillel is? You don't know Yaakov Hillel? Well, I feel better. You know why I feel better? Because that means there are some people that don't know me. I'm not so bad. Yaakov Hillel is the major guy. He's coming through Demet. You don't know Yaakov Hillel? You know Yaakov Hillel?
From Israel?
From Israel.
Yeah, he has a big yeshiva.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know him very well.
Very associated.
Very associated. It has nothing to do with deal. I'll be here in town. Oh, so, the kids, so let's get back to the story.
He speaks English also.
Of course, he's from India.
Oh, from India?
He's from India. He went to Panovich.
From India, I didn't know that.
Sure, man. From India. He's an India Sfardi. So, again, you heard what happened with this guy. So he'd feel good. He still feel bad. So why does Avram Avinu have to go through this torture? He finally has a child, after 100 years old. So why can't it go smooth? Not only that, could you believe it? He made that big party. Last in Parashat Vayeretz, he made the big party. And Og Melech HaBashan came to the party. And Og Melech HaBashan sees the kid. He says, this is the kid. This is Avram. Because Avram was a giant. This is the kid? What are you talking about? They took an Asufi from the street. They found the bamboo baby. So what did she have to do? You know what she had to do? She had to nurse all the children of the whole place to believe that's her child. Why did it have to go through such agmas nefesh? You my question. It's agmat nefesh. Here goes the answer. When I went to sleep, I had the question. Do you hear the question?
Here's the question.
I want the answer like this. In Parashat Vayera, when Lot's daughters did that thing that wasn't too appropriate, and the word went out what Lot did. What did Avraham Avinu do? Vayisa misham Avraham alza Negev. Avraham moved away from Lot. Rashi says why? L'srachim Lot sheyatza alav shem ra shebo al bnotav. Since it went out a bad name on Lot, he moved away. So here goes my chiddush. I'm asking Avram for mechila. He shouldn't have moved away. Your relative is getting bizyonot. Stand up and say, it's all Bali Olam. It's from the HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How could it be that one night and both become pregnant, one night and people are trying to have children? What happens one night? And they were never married. So you see clearly there was Me'et Bali Olam. And it's supposed to come out Mashiach from here. Root. So Avraham Avinu shouldn't have moved away. Avraham Avinu should have covered over his bizyonot. Avraham Avinu should have made drashot and said what he did was he wasn't at fault. His daughters thought that the world is destroyed. There's no one else going to be. They meant well. Of course it was wrong. But they meant well. Avraham didn't do it. Is midah b'midah. He had to get bizyonot when Yitzchak was born. Because he didn't cover up the bizyonot of Lot.
How should he have covered it up?
Again. Abotai. You should know, I'm not saying the act wasn't right, but it wasn't their fault. They made a mistake. They thought that the world is being destroyed and there won't be no people on the world. So they're trying to save the world. And see that it's Boilam. How is it possible that two girls should become carrying children one night after another? How is it possible? So you see it's Boilam because it's supposed to come out from this, who knows what, Mashiach Tzidkeinu Me'er Amen. And Avraham Avinu felt that he should get out, leave. It's not kavod, it's a bizayon, and that's it. That's my chidush. Very scary. So let me just tell you a story. Rav Shach went out many... Mars, are you listening?
Very much.
Rav Shach, Zichronav Avracha, went out to many battles. There's a book out on him. I haven't seen it in years, so many years. They called it The 7 Battles of Rav Shach. The Israeli writer wrote the book. When he had these battles, you think people just accepted him, and do you know that he got one time in the mail a noose? And the noose said, "This is where you belong." He asked that when he gets buried, they should put right next to him the noose. I asked the son-in-law one time, did he do it? No, he said that we couldn't do it. When the earth covered him, we put it in the earth. But to put it next to him like he wanted, I felt it wasn't right.
What does it mean? What does the noose mean for him?
The noose means to hang him,
I know, but he wanted it buried next to him for what?
to show that he didn't.
That he wasn't scared.
He wasn't scared. He didn't falter. What he held was the right thing to do. That was it. He didn't look at what people are going to say. So one day he was walking with one of his Talmidim, and they had just put up a big sign against him. Big sign against him. It's called in Hebrew Pashgevil. That's the name, Pashgevil. Big sign against him. So the one who was walking to him says, "Rebbe, I'm going to pull it down." He says, "Chas v'sholom, leave it." He says, "Rebbe, chas v'sholom, leave it." And I'll tell you later why. He goes in, and he comes into his house, walks him into the house. He says, "Now I'll tell you why." He says, "This story happened to me before the war. I was thinking and learning, and I walked into a shul. I walked into a shul. And in the shul, there was someone saying a drasha. A young man was saying a drasha. So I figured it's not nice to walk out. I just walked in. So I sat down to listen. The fellow was speaking apikourses. Apikourses. So I looked at the rabbi. The rabbi was an older man, a zaken, and he wasn't doing anything. He was sitting there. I said, what's going on over here? I looked around. I got up and started screaming, apikourses! 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 And then I ran out. I was afraid they were going to tackle me. 2 days later, I went to the Rav of the town that was there. I asked him, Rebbe, maybe he could explain to me. The person spoke apikourses and you were sitting there. He says, listen, this fellow was the son-in-law of the Rosh HaKahal. And the Rosh HaKahal is a very, very fine person. Beautiful person. But what could he do? Whenever his son-in-law comes to him for Shabbat, his son-in-law, who's a speaker, wants to get the pulpit. He wants to speak. And the Rosh HaKol can't say no. He's afraid of showing bite with his wife, his daughter. So he got up to speak, and we know he speaks apikourses. But what could I do? But I'll tell you good news, he says to Rav Shach. When you started to scream apikourses, and ran out, those Yerushalayim got lit up, and they ran up to the front, and they pulled him down, and they threw him out of the city. They're not going to come back again. So good news I have for you. So Rav Shach said, 30 years it bothers me. Why should the Rosh HaKahal have this bizyonot? Why should I be embarrassed, the Rosh HaKahal? He's a fine man. Why should I cause him embarrassment? So 30 years it bothered me. It's my fault. I caused the Rosh HaKahal. Now that I'm getting back bizyonot, I have my kapara. Yeah, Rabbatai?
Well, it was the only option. You had a guy that's...
That's the greatness of Rav Shach. That even though he had no option, he has to get him off to be me speaking apikourses, but he still felt bad for the father-in-law, who's a wonderful person. So that's my chidush. That even when you're allowed to give bizyonot, but still in all, for those that don't deserve to get it, and they're getting it, memela, you should feel bad for them. But mitzad sheni, if you hear kvod shemaim is at stake, you're supposed to get up for kvod shemaim. You're not supposed to sit back and say, what could I do? What could I do? If it would be your father, would you let it? Someone go and slap your father in the face, would you be quiet and sit back? I don't want to make a tumult. Or you'd run up and pull him off. Right? So that's how you have to look at a Bori Bash. Yeah, David? So I'm asking Avraham Mechila, but the word is a word. You hear the word? Unless you can go with another answer. I'm leaving the question open. I'm giving over to everyone here. Next week, I hope to be able to have at least 7 answers to this question. Again, the question. Why should Avraham Avinu have to go through this bizyonot? You know what bizyonot is? You don't even think about it. He has a child. It's not his, it's Avimelech's. And Omar Bashi gets up to buy the sunnah, buy the shalom, buy the party. It's a medrash rabbit. I'm not coming up with things under the table. The medrash rabbit. Buy the sunnah. He said, this is your child. I could take my pinky and give one push and it'll be your child. You didn't give me your child. Because Avraham was anak. Avraham was tall, big, strong.
But they said he looked exactly like him.
Then HaKadosh Baruch Hu made him that he should be your husband.
After.
After. Rebbeinu Shalom, please save us from bizyonot. Save Klal Yisrael from bizyonot. See to it that finally everyone should recognize the Ata B'chaltanu Mikol Ha'amim.
Amen.
וקידשת אותנו. ואומנם מכל האושנות. אמן כן יהי רצון. לי הוא נשמת? דניאל בן? איישה.